The agreeableness.
I disagree with this. Like, is it my love life? If it's my love life, sucks. But if I love life, yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Psychoanalyse Me, a show where we guess your personality type based on your social media presence and your social media persona, and we see whether it matches up with who you are in real life. My name is Leon, I'm going to be your host for today, and today I'm joined by the beautiful Dr. Annabelle.
Thank you, Leon. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Annabelle. I'm a clinical psychologist at Annabelle Psychology and Annabelle Kids. In my everyday clinical work, I work with people with personality disorders, and in my non-clinical hour, I get to spend my time with you lovely people. Thank you.
So with your 10 years of experience, today we're going to psychoanalyze somebody who has recently been on the rise through social media, and we are going to check out his social media profile to find out a little bit more. But before we do that, Dr. Annabelle, with your expertise, I need you to explain to me, what is the Big Five personality theory?
I'll start with, we're using the Big Five personality test today because that's the only one that has been widely validated and researched over several decades. There are a lot of different types of tests that you find online, but you can do them for fun, and sometimes you'll find that, hey, you know, that really describes me. But also I want to highlight that there's a possibility of a cognitive bias, like a confirmation bias, where you read that and you say something like, oh yeah, that really fits me. Unfortunately, these tests, they're not validated.
That means I'm not like Robert Downey Jr. Because they said that INFJ is like Robert Downey Jr.
Oh.
I was happy I was happy before I knew this. Before I even begin, let me tell you that I've only seen like a couple of his videos, and she has never seen him before. So this is kind of a first impression.
You telling me for 20 years of my life I had to walk one big round just to get to the bus? What is that?
Recorder.
Not again.
That's quite accurate. I think it's quite accurate.
Can we make this into a long form?
He's quite accurate.
Basically, there are some of the TikTok videos.
Oh, I was going to say
handsome.
this is like
this
a
one.
travel, those travel agencies should hire him.
That jawline sharp enough to cut through my nonsense.
Or maybe clothes.
Okay, so Dr. Annabelle, after checking out his whole profile,
Right.
what do you think of all of these posts that you have seen?
Firstly, I think Scott's anxiety must be off the roof now. I can feel it in the room. So with the Big Five, right, the 5 things would be openness to experiences, O, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. Based on this, my hypothesis, I think in terms of open experiences, I rate him to be pretty high because he's got like different types of, like he seems to be widely traveled. There's Thailand, there's Madrid. He's very open to new experiences. He's quite adventurous, mostly different. Like there's a different backdrop, and suggests to me that he actually thinks about it. Certain concept or idea that he has in mind, and he wants to bring it to life. That would link me to conscientious.
I think one thing about the conscientiousness as well is the continuity he has for the school series that we saw just now.
Yeah.
So the headmaster has a constant similar backdrop. So
Yes.
it makes people feel that it's the same school,
Yes.
it's the same situation. So I think that he had a lot of thoughts going into this.
My guess is I think that he may be more an introvert than an extrovert.
Just gotta keep it in. Wear one of the masks, one of my characters.
So we got that. We got agreeableness. He is meant to be thought-invoking. But I'm going to guess that he may be quite high in neuroticism, where he's sensitive to people's emotions, because in the way that he's acting out the different emotions, he strikes me to probably have some high empathy levels to be able to extract the emotion. That's my hypothesis.
It's time for us to find out whether our psychoanalysis truly proves to be who he is in person. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's invite our special guest for today, Scott!
Hi! Hi, my name is Scott. I guess I'm a content creator now. I've been doing this for like about 9 months-ish. Yeah, I've always been afraid to kind of put myself in front of the camera. Before that, I was actually behind the camera. I was I worked as a crew for like about 7 years in different companies. But when I turned 30, I didn't want to die without any regrets or something like that. I feel like my psychoanalysis would be, Scott, you are clinically psycho and very poor. She know my bank account. How come? No money.
Earlier on, Scott, we were guessing that you have certain personality types based on the big five.
Very accurate, I must say.
You must say.
Really?
Very accurate. Very accurate. And she said I have high EQ, high all this. I was like, yes, so good. She's so good.
Oh wow, thank
The
you.
different locations,
Yeah,
address,
location, put
booking
all
timing.
there.
Okay, it is time for us to actually do the test to find out whether it's really true. Okay, let's go.
Have a high opinion of myself, not really. Self-esteem in the dumps. Waste my time. What do you mean waste my time? Oh, as in you waste your time. We've cleared that up. I don't like to fight, but I like to watch people fight. Yeah, that's why I was like, is it my love life? If it's my love life, sucks. But if I love life, yes. Do not enjoy going to art museums. Very accurate. Don't get it. We ready to see the results? And then if I click, there's one hippopotamus suddenly. And you're a hippo. That's it. Ready? See results. Very big word for me
So
to pronounce.
yes, neuroticism is high.
The agreeableness.
Agreeableness is the highest.
I disagree with this. First thing you disagree. I disagree with this.
Yeah, then you see, he's actually quite conscientious. So he's all scoring above 80. So he's high on this
Score
thing.
high.
A-star student.
First time in school, pay $20. Finally high.
But you are actually, he's actually very extroverted. So I'm wrong on that. Yeah, so openness to experiences very high.
They say he's
Okay.
very cheerful, energetic, high spirits. Imagination 20, that's
Full marks.
Good,
Full marks.
yeah. I'm always in my own thoughts.
So he's in the correct career path. So earlier I was sharing, like I hypothesized that he will be more susceptible to anxiety and depression because he has very high stress levels when he doesn't produce the product that he wants.
Are you okay?
You,
Are you alright now?
Sometimes it's crippling. As long as I take my medication, which I did this morning. That's why I'm happy.
so you must learn to manage your stress. If I look at your results, what I might clinically recommend is when you are very high achieving and you've got very high expectations of yourself, it also means that you will tend to give yourself more stress. But the protective factor is that you have a lot of friends.
Yeah, I really do believe in having a good support system and a good circle that loves you for your authentic self.
Actually, it also shows here his anger levels are very low, which correlates to self-consciousness, how he's consciously aware of how somebody else perceives him. Interestingly, his activity level quite low, but very cheerful, which is consistent with actually who he is. And then we've got openness to experience. Okay, altruism, 20 marks.
Wow.
Which means that he's very self-sacrificial, he looks after everyone.
Are you single? Ready to mingle?
I've been ready. I'm on the
Ladies, gents,
on the shelf,
this man
dusty.
is single,
Correct.
altruistic, self-sacrificial.
But then the girls, they go on my social media and they see me with the wig, then they're like, ah! And they get the ick.
And very agreeable.
and very agreeable.
Very.
Exactly. Wait.
Oh yeah,
I want
there
to
was
find
a
one
photo-
picture.
the
I want to find one
body.
picture.
Yes,
want to
I
find-
remember now.
Wait. Bigger than my face.
Don't show, I'm very shy. I mean, if you really want to see, it's in the highlights, the first one that Q&A about me. No, I'm just kidding.
Scotty, it's okay to say no sometimes.
不要.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe you need to be curious as to what's stopping you from saying no. But when you don't say no, it increases your stress levels too. Yeah, so I hope that was helpful for you.
Yeah, super helpful. You put into, like I said, you put into words things that I've always felt. And then now I can better understand like my psyche.
Alright guys, so as you can see, our lovely psychologist over here has got it pretty spot on about Scott's personality. But of course, there's still a lot more to find out about somebody's personality rather than just, looking at their online social media profile. Okay guys. Alright, so we have reached the end of the episode, and of course, my name is Leon. It has been a pleasure to be your host today. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, remember to like,
Share.
And to subscribe. Bye!
oh, this one's the one I'm talking about.
Why are you going to show this
He's
guy?
single,
Hey,
ladies.
no, stop.
Agreeable.
Loves to travel.
Love to travel.
Yeah.
You will take you there
Good.
and back.
Okay. Oh my God.